Sleep is one of the most powerful and foundational regulators of the immune system because it directly influences how your body detects, responds to, and recovers from potential threats. When you fall asleep, your body does not simply shut down. It shifts into a highly active state of internal maintenance, where immune processes are strengthened and coordinated. During sleep, especially in deeper stages like slow-wave sleep, the body increases the production and activity of certain immune cells. These include cells that are responsible for identifying and destroying infected or abnormal cells. At the same time, the body releases signaling molecules that help regulate inflammation and coordinate immune responses. This creates an environment where the immune system can function more efficiently and with better precision. One of the key benefits of sleep is its role in immune memory. When your body encounters a pathogen, it doesn't just respond in the moment, it also stores information about that encounter to respond more effectively in the future. Sleep supports this process by helping to consolidate and strengthen these immune memories. This means that consistent, high-quality sleep can improve your body's ability to recognize and respond to infections more quickly over time. Sleep deprivation, even over short periods, has a measurable negative impact on immune function. When you don't get enough sleep, the activity of important immune cells decreases, making it harder for your body to fight off infections. At the same time, levels of inflammation can increase, which puts additional stress on the system. This combination weakens your overall defense and can also slow down recovery if you do become sick. There is also a strong connection between sleep and stress hormones. When sleep is insufficient or disrupted, levels of cortisol tend to rise. While cortisol plays a useful role in short-term stress responses, chronically elevated levels can suppress immune activity and make the body more vulnerable to illness. Proper sleep helps regulate cortisol, keeping it within a range that supports, rather than interferes with, immune function. The timing and consistency of sleep also matter. Going to sleep and waking up at similar times each day helps regulate your circadian rhythm, which in turn influences immune activity. Many immune processes follow daily cycles, becoming more or less active at certain times. When your sleep schedule is irregular, these cycles can become disrupted, reducing the efficiency of your immune response. Sleep quality is just as important as sleep duration. Factors like excessive light exposure at night, especially from screens, can interfere with the production of melatonin, a hormone that helps regulate sleep and also has roles in immune function. Creating an environment that supports deep, uninterrupted sleep can significantly enhance the benefits your immune system receives. Over time, consistent, high-quality sleep strengthens your immune defenses, improves your ability to recover, and helps maintain a balanced system that can respond effectively without becoming overactive or suppressed. Nutrition plays a central role in immune function because it provides the raw materials your body uses to build, regulate, and deploy its defense systems. The immune system is not a single organ. It's a network of cells, tissues, and signaling molecules that all depend on adequate nutrients to function properly. Without the right nutritional support, this system becomes less efficient, slower to respond, and more prone to imbalance. Micronutrients are especially important in this process. Vitamins and minerals such as vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, and magnesium are involved in critical immune functions. Vitamin C supports the activity of immune cells and helps protect them from damage during infections. Vitamin D plays a role in regulating immune responses, helping the system respond strongly when needed while avoiding excessive inflammation. Zinc is essential for the development and function of immune cells, and even mild deficiencies can impair the body's ability to fight off pathogens. These nutrients don't work in isolation. They operate within a larger network where balance matters. Getting them from whole, minimally processed foods tends to provide a more complete profile, along with other compounds like antioxidants and phytonutrients that further support immune health. Diets high in fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, and quality protein sources tend to supply these elements in a way that the body can efficiently use. In contrast, diets dominated by highly processed foods often lack essential nutrients while providing excess sugar, unhealthy fats, and additives. High sugar intake, in particular, can temporarily reduce the effectiveness of certain immune cells. Over time, this type of diet can promote chronic low-grade inflammation, which interferes with normal immune regulation and makes the system less responsive when it needs to act. Protein is another key component of immune nutrition. Immune cells are built from amino acids, which come from dietary protein. When protein intake is insufficient, the body may struggle to produce enough immune cells or repair tissues effectively after an infection. Adequate protein supports both the strength of the immune response and the recovery process. Hydration also plays a supporting role. Fluids help maintain circulation, allowing immune cells and signaling molecules to move efficiently throughout the body. Proper hydration also supports the function of mucosal barriers, such as those in the respiratory and digestive systems, which act as the first line of defense against pathogens. The timing and consistency of nutrient intake can influence immune stability as well. Regular meals that provide a steady supply of nutrients help maintain consistent energy levels and support ongoing immune activity. Large fluctuations in energy intake or long periods without adequate nutrition can create stress on the system and reduce efficiency. Over time, a nutrient-rich diet creates a stable internal environment where the immune system has what it needs to function properly, respond to challenges, and return to balance. Without gut health plays a central role in immune function because a large portion of the immune system is closely integrated with the gastrointestinal tract. The gut is not just responsible for digestion, it acts as a major interface between the external environment and your internal systems. Everything you eat, along with various microbes and particles, passes through this system, and the immune system must constantly decide what is harmless and what requires a response. Within the gut lies a vast community of microorganisms known as the microbiome. These bacteria, viruses, and other microbes are actively involved in regulating immune activity. They communicate with immune cells and help train them to respond appropriately. A well-balanced microbiome supports a system that can defend against harmful pathogens while avoiding unnecessary or excessive inflammation. Diet is one of the strongest factors shaping the composition of this microbiome. When you consume a variety of fiber-rich foods, such as vegetables, fruits, legumes, and whole grains, you provide fuel for beneficial bacteria. These microbes ferment fiber and produce compounds like short-chain fatty acids, which help maintain the integrity of the gut lining and support immune regulation. A strong gut lining acts as a barrier, preventing harmful substances from entering the bloodstream while allowing nutrients to pass through. In contrast, diets that are high in processed foods, low in fiber, and rich in refined sugars can disrupt this balance. These types of diets tend to reduce microbial diversity and encourage the growth of less beneficial organisms. Over time, this imbalance can weaken the gut barrier, making it more permeable. When this happens, unwanted substances can pass into the bloodstream, triggering immune responses and increasing inflammation. The gut microbiome also influences how the immune system responds to threats. Certain beneficial bacteria can enhance the activity of immune cells, making the body more efficient at identifying and eliminating pathogens. At the same time, they help regulate inflammation so that the response does not become excessive or damaging. This balance is critical because an overactive immune response can be just as harmful as an underactive one. There is also a strong connection between the gut and other systems in the body, including the brain. Through what is often referred to as the gut-brain axis, signals from the microbiome can influence stress responses, mood, and overall resilience. Since stress itself affects immune function, this connection adds another layer to how gut health supports immunity. Consistency and diversity in diet are key to maintaining a healthy microbiome. Regularly consuming a wide range of plant-based foods provides different types of fiber that support different microbial populations. Fermented foods can also introduce beneficial bacteria that contribute to this balance. When the gut environment is well supported, it creates a foundation for a more responsive, balanced, and efficient immune system, allowing the body to defend itself while maintaining internal stability. Stress management is critical for maintaining a strong and balanced immune system because stress directly influences how immune cells function and how the body regulates inflammation. When you experience stress, your body activates a set of physiological responses designed to help you deal with immediate challenges. This includes the release of stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, which prepare the body for action. In the short term, this response can actually enhance certain aspects of immune function. Acute stress can temporarily increase immune activity, helping the body respond quickly to potential threats. However, when stress becomes chronic, the effects shift in a negative direction. Prolonged elevation of cortisol begins to suppress the effectiveness of immune cells, reducing their ability to detect and eliminate pathogens. Chronic stress also disrupts the balance of inflammation in the body. Under normal conditions, inflammation is a controlled and necessary part of the immune response. It helps isolate and eliminate harmful agents. But when stress is ongoing, it can lead to persistent low-grade inflammation. This type of inflammation does not resolve efficiently and can interfere with normal immune signaling, making the system less precise and less effective. Another important factor is how stress affects communication within the immune system. Immune responses rely on signaling molecules to coordinate actions between different types of cells. Elevated stress hormones can interfere with these signals, leading to a less organized response. This can slow down the body's ability to react to infections and may also prolong recovery time. Stress also impacts other systems that indirectly affect immunity. For example, high stress levels can disrupt sleep, and as a result, reduce the restorative processes that support immune function. It can also influence behavior, leading to poorer dietary choices, reduced physical activity, or inconsistent routines, all of which further weaken the immune system over time. Managing stress does not mean eliminating it entirely, which is neither realistic nor necessary. Instead, it involves creating conditions where stress remains within a manageable range and does not become chronic. Practices such as controlled breathing, mindfulness, and taking deliberate breaks during the day can help regulate the stress response. These practices work by activating the parasympathetic nervous system, which counteracts the effects of stress and helps bring the body back to a more balanced state. Physical movement can also play a role in stress regulation. Moderate exercise helps reduce stress hormone levels and supports the release of chemicals that improve mood and relaxation. Social connection and spending time in environments that feel safe and calming can further support this balance. Over time, consistently managing stress allows the immune system to function more efficiently. Instead of being suppressed or overactivated, it remains responsive and well-regulated, capable of defending the body while maintaining internal stability. Regular moderate exercise has a powerful effect on the immune system because it enhances the body's ability to detect and respond to potential threats. When you move your body, especially through consistent physical activity, you increase circulation. This improved blood flow allows immune cells to travel more efficiently throughout the body, making it easier for them to identify and address infections or abnormal cells early. One of the key benefits of exercise is its effect on immune surveillance. And this refers to the process by which immune cells monitor the body for signs of pathogens or damage. During and after moderate exercise, certain types of immune cells temporarily increase in circulation. This heightened presence improves the chances of detecting potential issues before they develop into more serious problems. Exercise also supports the regulation of inflammation. While intense or prolonged physical stress can increase inflammation temporarily, regular moderate activity helps reduce chronic low-grade inflammation over time. This is important because excessive inflammation can interfere with normal immune function and contribute to various health issues. By maintaining a balanced inflammatory response, the immune system can operate more effectively and with greater precision. Another important effect of exercise is its influence on stress hormones. Physical activity helps regulate cortisol levels, preventing them from remaining chronically elevated. Since high cortisol over long periods can suppress immune function, maintaining balanced hormone levels through regular movement supports a more resilient immune response. Exercise also promotes the release of chemicals that improve mood and reduce stress, which indirectly benefits immune health. Exercise can also enhance the body's response to infections and recovery processes. People who engage in regular moderate physical activity often experience less severe symptoms when they do get sick and may recover more quickly. This is partly due to improved immune efficiency and partly due to better overall physiological resilience. However, the intensity and duration of exercise matter. While moderate, consistent activity strengthens the immune system, excessive or very intense training without adequate recovery can have the opposite effect. Overtraining can lead to prolonged elevation of stress hormones, increased inflammation, and temporary suppression of immune function. This creates a window where the body may be more vulnerable to illness. Consistency is one of the most important factors. Engaging in regular activity, even at moderate levels such as walking, cycling, or light resistance training, provides ongoing support for the immune system. It does not require extreme effort to produce benefits. What matters more is maintaining a steady pattern over time. Exercise also interacts with other systems that influence immunity, including sleep and metabolism. Regular movement can improve sleep quality, which further enhances immune function, and it helps regulate energy balance and overall health. When physical activity is balanced and consistent, it becomes a powerful tool for supporting immune function, improving the body's ability to respond to challenges while maintaining stability across multiple systems. Circadian rhythm and light exposure play a fundamental role in regulating the immune system because they influence when and how different physiological processes occur throughout the day. Your body operates on an internal clock that runs on a roughly 24-hour cycle, and this clock coordinates sleep, hormone release, metabolism, and immune activity. When this system is aligned with natural light and consistent daily patterns, the immune system functions more efficiently and with better timing. Light is the primary signal that sets this internal clock. Exposure to natural light, especially in the morning, helps anchor your circadian rhythm by signaling to the brain that it is time to be awake and alert. This triggers a cascade of hormonal changes, including the release of cortisol early in the day, which supports energy and alertness. As the day progresses and light decreases, the body begins to prepare for rest by increasing melatonin production, a hormone that promotes sleep and also plays a role in immune regulation. The immune system itself follows daily rhythms. Certain immune cells become more active at specific times, and the body adjusts its inflammatory responses depending on the time of day. When your circadian rhythm is stable, these processes are well coordinated, allowing the immune system to respond effectively when needed and remain controlled when there is no threat. Disruptions to this rhythm can interfere with immune function. Irregular sleep schedules, exposure to artificial light late at night, and lack of daylight exposure can all confuse the body's internal clock. This can lead to misalignment between different systems where hormones, sleep patterns, and immune activity are no longer synchronized. As a result, the immune response can become less efficient and more prone to imbalance. Light exposure at night is particularly impactful. Artificial light, especially from screens, can suppress melatonin production and delay the onset of sleep. Since melatonin also has immune-supporting properties, reducing its production can weaken the body's ability to regulate inflammation and support recovery processes during sleep. Consistency in daily routines helps reinforce a stable circadian rhythm. Going to sleep and waking up at similar times each day allows the body to anticipate and prepare for different phases of activity and rest. This predictability improves not only sleep quality, but also the timing of immune responses. There is also an interaction between circadian rhythm and other behaviors such as eating and physical activity. Aligning meals and exercise with your active periods during the day supports overall biological efficiency. When these behaviors are out of sync with your internal clock, they can add stress to the system and reduce the effectiveness of immune regulation. Over time, maintaining consistent light exposure patterns and aligning your daily habits with your natural circadian rhythm supports a more balanced and responsive immune system, allowing it to function with greater precision and stability. As this alignment becomes consistent, your body begins to operate in a more synchronized and efficient way. Immune responses occur at the right times, recovery processes become more effective, and overall resilience improves. Instead of working against internal rhythms, your system functions in coordination with them, creating a stable foundation for long-term immune health.